Hi friends, it's Jessie here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. For today's video, we are going to be tracking all of my spending for the dates of October 11th through the 17th, so for the last week. I had significantly fewer transactions than usual, and I'm pretty excited about that. It feels like we are spending a little bit less than we have averaged recently, so that's exciting. We're going to go through, write down everything I spent, categorize it using my mild liners here, and get everything all set and situated so that I can fill in my monthly budget, my hybrid budget worksheets, which you guys will see in an upcoming video. So if you're interested in seeing everything I spent this week, just keep watching. So I have my expense tracker here, and I'm just going to fold my planner in half. We're going to get started with filling this in. So the dates that we are tracking for this week are October 11th through the 7th, or 17th. So I'm just going to get that written up here, and we're just going to make this kind of short and sweet and get right into it. So starting on the 11th, I did do my grocery shopping. This was at Walmart, so that is what I'm going to write down for the transaction. The category is going to be food. You guys know by now, if you're not new to my channel, that this food category is for all of my groceries, as well as any household items, and it's also any eating out that we do. So it covers quite a few different types of transactions. It was a pretty large grocery trip this week. We spent $233 with 18 cents. We got a lot of stuff stocked up on, so it was a lot, but I don't think, honestly, we're going to have to do much grocery shopping at all for the next week, so that's really good. Might have to just pick up like some fresh produce and some milk, but it'll be a really small haul. Alright, and then on the 13th, we went to Circle K and picked up a few things. This is just like snacks and drinks while we were out and about. So again, the category here is food, and the amount here was $23.06. Quite a hefty little gas station run. We try not to do that too often, but occasionally. And then also on the 13th here, I don't even remember what this is. I wrote it down, so I'm going to account for it, but I could not tell you what we bought, where we went. But the amount we spent was $8.47. So there you go. Definitely a food item of some sort, or household item of some sort, but I did a really good job of writing myself notes this week as I did my spending, which I think helped to make the amount of spending that we did a little bit less. But I, for the life of me, cannot remember what we spent this money on. But either way, we've accounted for it. On the 14th, we paid YouTube Premium. And so that category is a bill. And the amount there was $17.99. Well worth it for me, in my opinion, to pay that every month. I love my YouTube Premium subscription. Honestly, I watch more YouTube than anything else, so it just makes sense to have the premium membership. Alright, on the 14th, again, we had lunch at a little local Chinese place. And so that is considered food. and the amount that we spent there was $15. We had wonton soup and egg rolls, and it was delicious. On the 16th, we got a car wash, and I am taking that out of our gas budget, just because that's what I decided to do. I could go into my sinking funds and use my car maintenance fund, but I just decided to take it from gas. I don't get too caught up in semantics about where the money comes from, just so long as it gets covered and paid. So that was $15 as well. Then we also filled up the gas tank that day. So that was at the Murphy station. We like to get our gas at the Murphy station because I am a Walmart Plus member, and that gets me 10 cents off a gallon at Murphy. So not only is the gas like the cheapest in our town at the Murphy station, but then I also get the discount, so it just makes sense. We spent $45 to fill up our tank. On the 16th, we did a little bit more eating out, but realistically, we are spending so much less on eating out recently. I'm very, very proud of us. So again, we grabbed some lunch, this time at Wendy's. Category there will be food, and the amount we spent was $15.25. And last but not least, like I said, much fewer transactions than usual if we compare to last week, for example. Now granted, the amount of time was less. This was 10 days, this was 7, but even so, like, way fewer transactions. And I'm very proud of that. We've been really making a concerted effort this month to spend less. Anyway, back to here. We paid my Planet Fitness membership, and that amount was $10. So yeah, that was all of the spending that we did during this week. Just 3 categories. Now, it's really not all the spending we did. We did do a little bit of spending from our sinking funds. We also had our spending money, which is in cash, which I don't bother to write down anymore. We just spend that money until it's gone, and then we stop spending in that category, and the same with miscellaneous. So we also had some miscellaneous cash that we used, but in terms of like card swiping and things that I actually keep track of, we did really, really well. Okay, so we've got 3 categories to highlight here. Yellow will be for food, blue will be for bills. This is not the usual blue I use, but that's just the one I grabbed, so we're gonna go with it, and pink for gas. So I'm gonna get these highlighted, and we're gonna go ahead and add things up as we go using my very dusty calculator here. So let's just run down the line and add things up. It's going to be quite a bit in the food category. As always, we spend the most in food. It just is what it is, but let's see what the damage is. So $233.18. That is quite a large grocery trip, but we stocked up on a lot of things. I did post a grocery haul of that shopping trip. Showed you everything we purchased for $233.18, so if you missed that video, check it out. $23.06 plus $8.47 plus 15 plus $15.25. So that is $294.96. So not great, but not terrible either. And that was food. Considering how much we stocked up on groceries, oh darn it. Considering how much we stocked up on groceries, I'm really not mad at that number at all. So $294. Oops, this pen is giving me all sorts of trouble. It keeps twisting back in on itself, and I think I may have just broken it for good. So let me just grab a different pen really quickly. I don't even know if this one works either. Let's find out. $294 $294.96. Okay, so that was food. Then we have bills, which we'll do in blue. So we had $17.99 for YouTube Premium and $10 for Planet Fitness for a total of $27.99. I guess I didn't really need my calculator for that one, but that's okay. So for bills, we spent $27.99. And then lastly, we have gas, $45 plus 15 we already know is $60 for gas. And I really like the way this pen writes. I haven't used one of the Inkjoy gel pens in quite a while, but that actually writes quite nicely. So $294.96 plus $27.99 plus $60. We spent a total of $382.95 this week. Not too bad at all. I'm very, very proud of us. We did use our spending money, as I mentioned, and I'm actually putting all of my spending money over the next 6 weeks or so towards a new purchase. I just got the Shark Flex style tool. It's kind of like the Dyson Airwrap, only significantly cheaper. Not cheap. It was quite a hefty price tag, but not anywhere near the $600 Dyson price tag. So all of my spending money is going to go towards that for the next 6 weeks. So my spending money is pretty much gone for the entirety of October and November, but I think it's going to be worth it. Really excited about that purchase. Of course, my son and my husband's spending money, we always count as spent because I don't keep track of that. And in terms of miscellaneous, we spent all that as well, but that's what it's there for, so I don't feel bad about this at all. I'm very proud of us. If you would like to see how we are doing overall for the month of October, check back tomorrow for my budget check-in, where I take all of this information and plug it into my hybrid budget worksheets so we can see how we're doing right here at like the midway point of the month. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I post new budgeting and lifestyle content every week here on my channel. I'd love to have you come back, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends.